Oh my goodness, welcome back to track building. I'm Laser, and welcome to part 115. Last time was like 2 minutes, or like a minute ago. And, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, cool, I just had to send a bonk worked up announcement. Cool. Anyways. Welcome to part 115. Last episode, we explained a bunch of things we want to take a look at after the summit race. Like, there are a few things that came up before the summit race happened, like during the practice week, that we just didn't change. That's just like bump control balancing right here. There's also other things that came up during the event, like hitting this north gate or this skip right here, which I already patched sunglasses. And yeah, so part 114 was explaining not counted towards, I'll share, not counted towards build time. Explaining things I want to look into post summit race. That's what I did last time. This time, I don't know what I don't know. I actually don't know what I want to do. I don't want to do any of this. Like, I'd rather just not. I'd rather just like move on with my life. But like, I want to. I should release a working version of the track. God damn it, fine. What interests me the most? So again, there's stuff about bump control. There's stuff about tempo skip. There's just other miscellaneous stuff like launcher effectiveness. Removing the boat tap before the houses section. Their skate. This would be easy. I want to save this for like after work. It's like during a weekday or something. I guess for now, what I could do is look into tempo skip. That's crazy. I actually want to start with tempo skip. That's just not. I came up with this idea like during last episode where I removed this trapdoor, which one nerfs time save from tempo skip, which is one thing I'm thinking about doing. Second thing is allowing easier access to this wall tap. This wall tap was not here as a way to dodge people who drive through bumping you. It was more of a, hey, I want to prevent you from like just cutting across here and bumping people who tried to use the alternate line on you. That's why this wall is here. But I can repurpose the wall to also include like giving you a route that you dodge phase through blocking. Yeah. So now this is gonna take a lot of fucking like testing, I think. So that's fun. Yeah, let's just do it though. I think first things first, I want to check how much time you lose by removing this wall tap. Probably not too much, honestly. Actually, it might not be that much. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't think every single run I did like was optimal in this wall tap. Sometimes I might have like hit like right here or something. So I'm gonna just take a look at it. I don't want to have to hit tempo skip every single time, so I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna set a TT like right here or something, to give myself an easier entry or something. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see here. 24 by right here. Ish. I can start like right here maybe. Is that correct? Ish. Ish. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we can just have TC right there. TE create laser test 030726 T info laser test C TE book details add group step up produce be there group produce be there setting air stepping true T info laser test 06 03 let me go ahead and do like start region start we can do one for like right here I guess. What the fuck? TE region checkpoint. I'll be right back. Oh wait, I have to write down. Yeah, okay, 6 minutes. So we'll say 7:40. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I had to do laundry real quick. Put my clothes in the dryer. So this is checkpoint there. I want a checkpoint right here. Guess we can go ahead and put 92. Why not? Okay. And then TT Dead Fish Lab 53. Okay. TE checkpoint. Shift like 5 or something. TE region end. Cool. And then I guess we actually probably don't need that, huh? Oh, yeah, it probably still helps. Yay, okay. What the fuck? Oh, right. I did that already. That was a reminder to announce World Cup thing. Which I already did. Cool. Alright. TE select laser test 03. TT laser test 03. I think I'm going to have to relog. I could make a spreadsheet. Oh, that spawn is not great. Let's do that. That's better. That was not optimal at all. No warm up either. Blah, blah, blah. Yay. Right, that's also true. Yeah, no, okay. You can get more left if you do that alt route. So we have to make sure that alternate route is not faster. You can make it like 0.1 slower or something. So you should still save time by hitting skip. theoretically, but toe flat. Oh my goodness. Straight too, what the heck? That's pretty good. Until I fucking cannot drive in a straight line. Womp. No, that was so good. Okay. Yeah, this is no warm up either. Okay. I think that was roughly like, yeah. Okay, let's try removing this. Let's do. Sure. Cool. All right. I don't know. That's not great. Point one-ish. Yeah, what did I... Okay. Yeah, it's about even for getting there, and then, yeah. Okay. 0.1, 0.15 times slower. It's good, I think. That was pretty fast though. I probably also want to nerf tempo skip in a different way as well. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how much I want to nerf it. Yeah, I still don't know how much I want to nerf it by, but like, this is alright, okay. And there's also this. I want to see how much slower that is. Oh, that's a lot slower right now, okay. Like, I ideally want you to like have the same speed by the end of it. It's just like, how do you do that while also making it slower? You should just off-road or water or something that I have to like get through first or something. But that's like a lot slower. Cause yeah, in theory you can just, yeah. Although yeah, they're gonna absolutely do what I just said. They're gonna like angle to the left a lot, I think. I could have been bad. Let's be careful of that too. Yeah. This isn't too bad. Okay. Right, that's also compared to my fastest though. Like those deltas were compared to my fastest, which is not accurate. This is why you do spreadsheets, brat. Okay, well. Yeah, it's 0.8, so it's actually not that much slower. If I undo, let me make a spreadsheet. Okay, fine. So we're gonna say, yeah, we can use this, I guess. Where is message in the north stuff? Okay, well. Here the north, temple skip, V7, 6.2. Alt tab, adjustment. This guy. This is 2001. God damn. 3726. We're gonna say these and these. Oh my goodness. Hide. So original and adjusted. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and do some quick labbing. No, scraped. Womp womp. We're also gonna need a section for 21 by 5 is crazy. Holy shit. Oh, there's only 2 checkpoints, bro. Oh, this is a bit better. Yeah, okay, let's just use this guy. This, original, and then we'll go like this, nope, and then we'll go like this. Let's hide these guys. I also learned about groups in Google Sheets, which are like pretty good. I should probably like do groups. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Hold on. Yeah, sorry. This is what I'm doing. I'll just shot. Why not? Huh? Wait. Why? Wait. Oh, what? Can you not just group these guys? Oh, this is in the same one? What the fuck? Okay, well then. That sucks. Hello. I have to add another column to the right, and then I can. Oh my fucking god. Ungroup. Oh. Well, no, like. Let's just add same fucking group. It just adds the same fucking group. Oh my god. Fuck. Alright, I'm not gonna deal with this right now, actually. Alright, whatever, fine. But it basically allows you to, like, hide certain things. So I can just hide, and temporarily, it can unhide specific things, right? Because right now, how I'm doing it is, like, I have to, like, unhide, like, all of these guys all at once, compared to, like, if I only want to unhide one, right? So, anyways, yeah. So, original norm, new norm, adjusted, new, yeah, norm, alt, no bumper out, and then I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Okay. You know what time it is. I love labbing. I love labbing. That's why I do it so much. Because I love it. Scraped. Yeah, I'm not going to include that. Bop, bop, bop. Might scrape there too, actually. Can I drive a straight fucking line, please? God damn. Okay. 3979 8766 1196 12081. Fuck. PB, yep. Huge. 11866 11949. Let's go. Oh wow, I matched my PB like perfectly. What the heck? I'm not watching my boat, but I think I'm doing that thing again where I assume that they take this optimally. Maybe I shouldn't. No, like, the thing is, if I don't take it optimally, then, like, I might just coincidentally do better on, like, one set of data compared to another. And that might fuck up data, so that, yeah, that sucks, actually. Scraped, but I don't even know how much it matters. Probably at least like 10 data points or so. Is that rain? No, it's wind. That first data point is not good. God damn. That's like a tick slower. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, delete that guy. Alright. Hiya. Bit awkward. Not speeding. No way. Barely. Okay, well, maybe not. What the heck? Womp womp. so. Yeesh. Not so is my first point though. I'm not gonna do that. I drove way too bad after the wall tap. Womp womp. Okay. I don't know how many data points I'm at. $31,000. We need a couple more. Didn't say 10. We'll do 11 and say the first guy, I think, probably. Okay. I think the end, the end location, like end checkpoint region, are like it's a little bit too late, and I think you might actually start breaking before then. So not the best, but oh well. It's only a few blocks. What's the worst I can have? What's the what's the worst? No, that's about it. That's about right. Okay. Oh, that is. Oh no, that's okay. I saw 1 tick slower and I was like, oh, that's bad. And I saw the final time. I was like, okay, that's fine. How many am I at now? 10. I'll do one more. I was my best checkpoint 1. What the heck? Yeah, minor nil strapes actually seem to be negligible, which is interesting. That's neat, I guess. 4016. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't even think my exit speed. Yeah, no, like it was really just like, yeah, that first one. Okay, let me kill this top data point. Bonk. I'm gonna go ahead and just like, cause yeah, like if you see, just look at the colors, right? Like if I, like look at that shit. Look how much more orange there is. Like look how much like yellow there is and like green, and then like now it's like that's a bit better. Okay, now let's do the new one. That was so slow. Let me do it a few times first. Ow. Oh, that's so close. Okay. That was pretty bad. That was really bad. God damn. God, I keep, man, keep doing that. Okay, sure, I guess. I was sure I hit the pack dice there, but it doesn't look like it did. 8749 or 94, 8794, 12085. Yeah, this is not much slower at all. Wow, that's a long wind. Oh my goodness. Outside, I mean. The place I dare not venture. don't go on runs anymore. I just play ping pong at work during break. I don't think it's enough exercise. Like I used to get so much sweaty after playing, but like in the past few sessions I haven't gotten that sweaty. So I don't know if it's like good of exercise. Alright, yeah, it's looking like the time save is pretty the time difference is pretty negligible actually, which is interesting. I'm not looking at the deltas yet. I'm just, or like the data point deltas yet, but like just from what I'm seeing with my ghosts and stuff, that wasn't the greatest, but whatever, I guess. That's bad. No, you know, actually that's not that great. I'll include it, but like I might have reset if I was doing the original. I might have not been good enough. I might have just reset and been like, that was too bad. So I'm fucking with data. God damn it. Bad scientist. Right. Yeah, I turned way too late there. I was not making turn 1. Yeah, like that's just not that much slower. Like this is like a tick or two maybe. Which is neat, I guess. Oh, that was like clean as fuck. I didn't think I'd make that. And I 8-packed this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not including that. No, I 8-packed this there for sure, for sure. Damn, man. That was good too. Funny how eating a little bit of packed ice loses you way more time than, like, loses you more time than scraping off road. At least from what I can tell. Oh, I think I 8-packed on the exit there. Yeah, that seems alright. Yeah, it seems to have been fine. Seems to have been fine. Oh, fine. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, in comparison. Bro, it's like... That's like nothing. That's like nothing. That's like nothing. Okay. Sure, I guess. That's fine. I'll just nerf double skip a different way, probably. Possibly. But then if I... Okay, well... I can adjust, like, more pack dice right here. I doubt that's gonna do it. I can do pack dice more here. First off, what's my goal number? Let's see. I think it's about half second faster to hit, half second slower to fail is what it used to be. That's my success. Yeah, about half second or so. And here's how much you lose for each fail route. Okay, what's this? Or what's this? What's this? I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. 24,798. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Anyways, okay. So yeah, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to make it a race pace thing that you don't go for every lap. I mean, you could. Like, is there a problem with people going for every single lap? Like, actually, is there a problem with that? Like, I guess it should be more about you didn't win because you hit every single lap. It should be more about like, or yeah, it shouldn't be about how often you hit it. Like, this track has so many things that go against shortcuts, like nerf shortcuts inherently. Longer lap time means less laps, which means less chances for this to actually matter. You have 2 difficult sections that people frequently fail. Like, I don't know, I think that it's probably fine. Is half second probably okay? Oh, sorry, 0.45. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had information on how fast people did tempo skip. During the race. It's possible people drove it slower, and drove like if the reward they got from hitting it was lower than otherwise. Like if it was like if they drove 0.1 slower, right? On average, not compared to fastest, just on average. Because like my average is half second slower than my like these are comparing averages, right? So my average for no tempo skip was half second slower than my average for hitting it successfully. So that is so fucked. That is not right. Anyways. What do I want? I want to look at the results. What do you want? I want to look at the results. Look at this. Oh my goodness. JHS got 4. So these guys went for like apparently every lap. That's what they said. Let me pull up the polls again. Yeah, they did 20 to 24 times during the race. There were 24 laps. Sandoris also went for it that often, and he got 14th. Well, he's also a reserve driver. Is that higher than average for Sandoris, by the way? Oh, technically, I guess. I guess. Otherwise, Hotspot Mercedes went for a bunch. Hotspot didn't do well. Like, okay, but he did also DC'd. So these guys did a bunch. But Updash never even bothered, and he was also like doing really well until the incident. What about like track? He did not vote. Okay. But we got like, let me just like do this. Okay, so we got did a bunch. Also Sandoris. And you can say how someone says this, right? Actually, here we'll color match this. Actually, first off, you should probably like. So also, I guess this, yeah. So we got Mafioso, JH, and Sandoris. They did that. Same, yeah, cool. Martinez and Hotspot did this. No one did those. We had Mopeki and 32Gilo. 32Gilo. That 5 times. 1 to 2 times. Gustav. Okay, well, and Ikonos. And then red, never. Obviously, combine some Dark Robo. Kanye Wet. Omega Miz. Big Burb, Yoshi. The Dash, Ferrari, 15. They never tried it. Okay. So we got 1, 2. So never 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 15 to 20, 20 to 24. So never was here. 1 to 2 is here. 3 to 5 here. This is this. This is this. Let's do this. So you got 5th, 8th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 17th, 18th. So Big Burb DC'd. Got 9th, and we got 21st. Although I don't know what the fuck I was doing. 3 to 5 is 11 and 16. This is 6 and 19. I'm gonna do this. This is 1, 4, 14. Yes. Okay. So it equals average of these. Well, shit. It doesn't take a genius to fucking see this. Yeah, like that's, yeah. So people who went for it a lot more had better results than people who didn't. That's cool. That's great. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Which, I mean, like, to be fair, they're taking the faster route. It's like, I don't know, shortcuts I think have a lot of like perception based biases. Like, people have their ideas of what a shortcut should be and stuff, and they treat it differently compared to like a block stop or something, like a hard block stop. Like, you wouldn't typically call a hard block stop on its own just a shortcut, right? But you would absolutely call this a shortcut. And it might have to do with a few things, like one, how the track is presented. If you call it a shortcut, right? If you call a block stop a shortcut, I think people will just want to listen to you, to be fair. But ultimately, they drove the faster route, right? But yeah, there's no one like. Ideally, I'd want like 6 to 10 times to be like this range is how I want, which is just awesome. That's just awesome. Man, I don't even know what I want. I don't know what I want. Like, yeah, I really don't know what I want. In that case, why do I, like, if I don't know what I want, and I'm not gonna get it. So why should I even bother? Right? Hmm. You can get an average of like how often people want for things. So we can say 0. We'll say like 1.5. Why not? We'll also do this. We'll say 4. We'll say 35, 17.5, and we'll say 22. Equals that times count of this. Count A. Yeah. Okay. Equals. What am I doing? Sum of this divided by count A of this. 7. So on average, I think the average person went for it 7 times. Well, that's a very stupid, like, number. Because, like, the thing is, no one went for it 7 times. Like, no one went for it 7 times. So it's, like, yeah, no. Like, this is the number of times that they attempted. Like, of the people in this group, combined how many times they go for it. The average, like 4 times, let's just say 4 times per person, there's 2 people, so you get 8. 22 times per person, there's 3 people, you get 66, right? So then if you, like, add all these attempt counts together and divide it by the number of people, you get the average number of attempts per person, right? Which is 7. So I don't know, like, why did I even do that? I don't know. I think I'm just like drowning in copium and just like, I still don't even know what I want, man. And try writing it down. I want temple skip to allow be an option for a viable option, used option for people to temporarily improve their race pace. But what we saw was either not temporarily doing it, like doing it every single, like most laps, or basically never. like if, like at most they save 2 seconds on average. Like at most they save like 2.5 seconds if they hit it every single time by doing it 3 to 5 times. Like, or by doing it 5 times, at most they save 2.5 seconds. If I was wrong about labbing, like if you save 0.6 instead of 0.5, then they saved 3 seconds at most. Over the course of a whole race, which is like that's fine. That's actually like pretty solid. But again, that's assumed, like that's like 3 seconds is not bad, but that's assuming that they hit it every single time, which I don't even know if they did. They probably didn't. Like, okay, am I okay with how it turned out? I don't know if it's causation or correlation, but yeah, like generally, like look at these numbers. Like generally, people went for it more did better in the race. I don't know if that's causation or correlation. Like, the faster drivers had more skill, so they went for it more because they had a higher success rate, because they had more skill. Or if it was like they saved time from hitting it by trying it so often that they got a better position. I'd imagine that your success rate depends on your skill, right? So I think what I said about the skill drivers having higher success rates than going for it more kind of makes sense. And like, it makes it like, I would expect Mafios and Jades to be pretty high up, right? How many places Jades get, like, on average? 7th. Okay, well, fine. But yeah, he got 8th in terms of points, 7th on average position. Soda Sucker, but like, yeah, I don't know, it's hard. I have an idea for a shortcut that like would cut the number of times you could attempt it basically in half. I guess, aside from if you fail it. Basically, it'd be like, if you hit it, you can't go for the next lap. That's how it would function. And actually, like, it's a pretty interesting idea. It's just there's absolutely no way it's gonna apply to this track. Like, you need the whole track to be built around that idea. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's an idea I've had. I'm curious about it. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting distracted. What time is your WC? I think it's at 10. Yeah, it's at 10. Okay. I want to see the nucleotide trace, because I'm curious about the track. Anyways, what is my Ava Pop reminder? I have not. Oh, right. Alright. Anyways. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know what I want. I mean, I think I want this. It's just, how do you even achieve this? How do you even achieve this? Well, this can't happen. Right? Yeah, if I knew success rates on all these drivers, that'd be really cool. I really wish I knew success rates. I can go through and like log every single attempt and shit. But like, that's gonna take forever. Is it worth it though? I think it might be worth it. I don't know. But I mean, like, you can apply that data to very specific. I don't even know if you can apply that data to anything, because I don't know if people are going to practice nearly as much as they did for Summit for any other league. Like, I don't know if people are going to practice as much for BWC, right? And I don't know if there's going to be any other league that, like, uses this track in a similar way, with a similar, like, practice amount. And if we were to do a Summit 3 and use this track, I don't even know if the skill levels would be the same. It might just be that much better, and, like, success rates are going to go up, and, like, the data is not accurate, right? So, it would be good, I guess, maybe for creating... Again, like, there's no... I don't know if there's going to be any other league. I was going to say, like, oh yeah, you can use this information for other tracks with shortcuts. But, like, again, like, this is in the context of Summit, not in BWC or some other league, right? So I don't think it's going to apply. So I don't even know what getting that data would do. What would it do for me? It would allow me to look at what happened, and then I can try to predict if there was a Summit 3 or whatever, how... Yeah, no, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. I was going to say, like, you can, like, try to, like, count for skill over a year span. Like, that's just stupid. No. That's, like... Okay, yeah, no. Also, the question is, how much do I even care about this shit? Like... I don't know, man. Well, if I add this number, if Okay, well, it gets a little bit better, I guess. I think track went for it a lot, I think. Yeah, okay, well. That's cool, I guess. Actually, what happens if I do these? Yeah, no, this is just copium talking at this point. Okay, well, it goes down a lot. You goes from a gap of 5 to 4. But, like, yeah, no, that's just not faithful. That's just not good. I'm gonna throw this to Big Bird as well. Yeah. Did Mark DC? I don't remember. Spell's actually really gotten 20th, I think. Yeah, whatever. It's roughly the same. Anyways, like Mark waited up for a hotspot at the end, so a spot would have gotten 20th. But yeah, he DC'd, so like whatever. I don't know. 19th and 20th are pretty fucking close. Like if I do 19, I guess it's an average of 2, so like, yeah. This should be 13.5, I think. Anyways, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I care that much. Also just lower reward by another 0.1 to make it 0.35 faster instead of 0.5, and then because on average they go for it 6 times a race, and then so 6 times 0.15 is like, wow, like almost a second. It's 0.9 seconds. Wow, that's crazy. Well, if you say that, like, hmm. 3 seconds. So if you go for it 22 times a race, and let's just say you hit 100% of the time, times 1 times 0.15, you're missing out on 3.3 seconds. But yeah, that's if you hit it 100% of the time. So. Right, that's also this is also not factoring in time lost from failing. Yeah, like these numbers are cool and all, but like having success rates would probably be good. Another thing I didn't consider is like, you know, if you don't go for it for 20 laps in a row and then you just try it once out of nowhere, like your odds are saying you're gonna be much lower, I'd imagine, because you're not warmed up for it. You know, like you haven't been doing it compared to someone who's been doing it every single lap, right? Or like most laps. Like they're somewhat more warmed up, right, than you are for hitting it. So that benefits like that. Yeah, that's annoying because now that makes it worse if I want it to be like 1/3 of the laps you try it, right, and then like that's just getting nerfed because of compared to doing it every lap. Dude, I don't even know, man. Like. Wouldn't laps have done better if you just didn't get like killed by the lurch gate thing? Okay, well now we're talking about this. I think the dash also would have done a lot better. If you say like 3rd and like add like a 3rd to here, then like it goes down to that. That's cool, I guess. Awesome. Or I don't know, you can even say 2nd. Okay, that's awesome. This is jack shit. Oh, you'd also have to lower like JH to like 5th or something, and then or 6th, and then right. So if you do that, that's 3 instead of 5. Hey, okay, that's not as bad. No one's catching Mafias though. There's just no way. Then yeah, that's also not including track. I think hit it. Like I think went for it. A lot. I don't remember. I have a stationary camera. Again, checking would just, I don't know if it'd be worth the time. I can just nerf it and move on with my life. I could. The thing is, though, like I was thinking about a little bit. There's not much counterplay on this track at all for these boat taps, right? Like there's counterplay for if P1 does it stupid, then P2 can still get the boat tap here, or get the overtake here with the water, right? But there's no counterplay for P1. P1 doesn't have an alternate line that like allows them to not get into tandem with the P1 does not have a line that prevents P2 from getting into tandem with them while still not being net slow. Or I think just in general, I think there's no good line that prevents it. So I was thinking about like the whole leeching thing, right, that I explained. One possible way to combat leeching would be to use counterplay, because then, that endless cycle can be broken up by one prediction from P1, and then P2 can't get back into tandem, right? And then they go through another difficult section, and P1 increases the gap to P2, and P2 is out of boat tap range, or overtaking mechanic range, right? So, counterplay could be used to combat leeching. Another way is tandem breakers, where you actually like have something that breaks tandem, perhaps at the cost of like a little bit of race space, like it's like 0.2 or 0.3 slower, but you break tandem with the guy. I'm sure that would go great with the community. I'm sure there'd be no trolling whatsoever with that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if we need to do that. I think if counterplay works well enough for anti-leeching, then that's good, right? But like, I don't know. But there's like not counterplay here to prevent leeching, which is another reason why, like I said earlier, or I think I said, isn't this? It might have been in the previous episode. Like this track has a leeching problem, and that I might want to remove this boat tap because of that to help mitigate the leeching problem. But the problem is, sorry, not the problem. I'm a bit stoked today. I'm sorry. I'm a bit stoked in general. You could use this as counterplay, the sample skip. In theory, you can make it ambiguous as to which line you're going to take. I'm going to get back to that. And then they have to predict which way you're going to go. And what's interesting, though, is that it's not just like two equal options. One of the options is harder, and if they mess it up, then that gives P2 more of a chance to either get back into tandem or even overtake. I don't know. Possibly. Yeah. If P2 is right behind P1, and they both go for it, and P1 fails, and P2 hits it, and they both drive, or P2 hits it well enough, and they might. That generates a 1 second time difference. That might be enough to just get a full overtake, right? More than at the very least, get in the tandem, right? So that's more of a risky option. So like again, it's not two equal options. It's not like this and like a mirrored version of this or something, or a stacked version of this or something, right? There's like a risky hard option, and then also it's like, well, I don't even know if anyone hit this boat tap. I wasn't looking for it, but I don't even know if anyone hit it, because you have to follow someone through, and like that's hard and weird. And then, right, because if they take it slower on the entrance here, and you hit it enter faster on the entrance here, then like you might have to you might realize, oh my god, I may have hit them, and you have to take a different line, and you have to break, and then you fail, right? So like obviously like going through here and like having a boat tap in here, like it makes it a lot harder for P2 to actually get the boat tap, I think, right? So this could be an option. Now, I said if you make it ambiguous as to which route you take, right? Because like the thing is, I didn't mention this, but like, if you were somehow able to make it ambiguous as to which side you're going to take, then you can make P2 have to guess which way you're going to go, which there'd be more calculations based on risk reward of tempo skip, right? Like what I just talked about, how like you might fail it, you might hit it or whatever, and it might be harder to boat step through there. You have to predict based on that which way they're gonna go, and then follow them, and then boat step them, right? Or you can just like try to sorry, it's not even equal in that way, because the thing is, if P1 doesn't go for it, P2 goes for it and hits it, they can still use the blocking round to get back into tandem. So then, like, the only way to prevent, in theory, for P1 to, like, 100% prevent P2 from getting to tandem is by hitting this, and then, like, hoping P2 doesn't hit it, or something. But then, is this actually gonna lead to anything? Or is it always just optimal for P1 to go for it? Well, if P1 fails to skip, they lose time compared to go the normal route, right? And in that case, like, P2 is probably gonna get the overtake anyway. So, may as well hope. Like, the thing is, if P2... so if P2 fails to skip, if P1 stays out, P2 fails to skip, then P2, I think, is out of boat step, right? Like, out of overtaking mechanic range. And now they just lost, right? They can't niche. Until P1 fucks up subsection, and then fuck, right? But, that's now on P1. That's now P1's fault, right? That's not the track's fault. I don't know. I could think it through, I guess, a little more, but like, I hope you can at least see like the idea of like this can be used as counterplay, as like a counterplay option, just based on like hypothetically, if it was ambiguous which way you're gonna go. The problem is, it's not. It's really not. You approach from like left side of the fucking road on tempo skip route, and you approach from the right side of the road from non-tempo skip route. So you can't do like this whole, if it was ambiguous, because it's not going to be ambiguous unless I move the wall tap right back over here, like right next to the fucking line, and then people like again like jumping across the whole track, like the whole road, and then we have that clip of video getting slammed by someone driving across the whole road to do tempo skip, which I want to avoid. But I don't know, like. The thing is, like, in a vacuum, it's nice to avoid that, sure, yes, but, like, I mean, if it comes, like, if we can, if there's a trade-off of adding ambiguity to which way you're going to go, to allow for more counterplay to prevent leeching, that's, like, the positive, but the negative of the trade-off is that you might occasionally have people get bumped by driving across the side of the road. And then, like, I think that's a worthwhile trade-off. But then we have to relab everything. Like, that's just, like, I really don't want to have to relab everything for tempo skip. I'm not doing that shit. No. And, like, also, like, to be fair, like that trade-off I was mentioning, I really don't think it's that common for you to get bumped by people going across the road. The only way you do that, like, because I'm assuming, like, most people are just, like, basically everyone's always going to be on the right side of the road. I don't know why you'd ever want to drive on the left side of the road. Especially since the corner is coming right up, right? So, like, the only way you'd get bumped by someone taking the wall tap is, like, technically their speed decreases. They might, like, hang out in place for a little more, technically, while they're, like, changing direction from the wall tap. So the ghost might, like, interpolate and, like, slow down in this direction, and then they kind of hang out, like, right here a little longer, technically, in which case you might get bumped. But, like, that's it. So, really, that's cool. Fuck. Why did I think about that? God damn it. Although I think that if we do that, it makes the tempo skip a lot easier. So that's also annoying. Like if you move the wall taps like right here, so you can like absolutely easy. Well, the thing is, you can get through it easy, but then you gotta like, if you do like crafty stuff like LW shits on just like increased success rate, that's cool and all, but like you're gonna increase success rate, sure, I guess, probably, but then like you're gaining almost nothing out of it, because like if you do like 0.2 or 0.3 but like letting LW that much, then you're only saving 0.2, right? But the thing is, if it's in the sake of counterplay, you might not even have to gain that much time. If all you want is to prevent them from getting the boat tap on you, then you might not even have to save time. So like in that sense, it's actually fine. Fuck, I'm convincing myself. Fuck, god damn it, no. There is a lot of patch dice here though. I could... Actually, I don't even know if making this build lets make the whole section faster, because you have to like steer and stuff. I don't even know if you want that much more speed through here. And we probably want this to be ice at least like up to like here, maybe like the ice here, say like half a tick or something by adding the ice right here. But like you could also like add the ice here. You can also change the trajectory. Well, no, actually you want a trajectory like this for the bow tap. Because if you did a wall tap out here, I think it'd probably be slower. Probably. You can test it, I guess. There's also the consideration that like if you do an outside wall tap here, you might have people negative wall priority through it. But that might just be like a fucking like skill issue. I don't know. It can and will happen, absolutely. So I doubt this. If it's gonna be slower, I doubt it's gonna be slower at 0.1. That's the problem. We can try it, I guess. So let's rethink what I'm doing. I'm suggesting that we remove the boat tap here, we move the wall tap here to add ambiguity on which way you're going to go, which adds counterplay aspect. So now we're doing two things to reduce leeching. One, leeching, again, this problem that might not even be a problem that no one really cares about right now, I think. But I do. I think it's a problem. We do two things: remove that wall tap and add ambiguity here. So removing the wall tap means that you have to get through more of the track before you get a chance to boat tap or whatever, get back into tandem. So, because right now you only have to get through jump section and then like this little section and jump section before being able to get back in tandem, rather than like, you know, in theory you have the whole rest of the track to first off break tandem and then get away from P2, right? Like if you are trying to break away from P2 because you keep leeching off of you in your P1, you have this whole like minute of difficult shit to get through to break tandem and get far enough away. Which again, I don't even know if this is enough. This might not be enough. But the thing is, then we can also have this counterplay option, which lets them have the option to do a wall tap or like do the skip or not. And you know, if you have a wall tap right here, it's gonna be a bit more ambiguous in which line you're gonna go, which way you're gonna go. And then you can you can try to trick your opponent into which way you're going to go, and they guess wrong, and then you have another lap to get away from them, right? I think that'd be a bit more healthy, but that's a big change. And okay, is this sound logic? Is this sound logic though? I think this is sound logic, at least in terms of leeching. I think both of those changes were pretty good. Now, as for the section as a whole, one problem is I don't know how I'm going to, like, because I think an outside wall tap would just be a good amount slower. Like, you're losing at least 0.2 here. So we also want to make sure that, like, it's still feasible to overtake via the shortcut. Like, if both people take the shortcut, like, it's still possible and feasible. Like, not just possible, but like feasible. Like, they need to be able, it needs to not be challenging enough so that they can't do it. Because again, like, boat tapping right here is not something that people are going to practice. They can practice hitting the skip, sure, but they are not going to have that much practice following people behind the skip and also boat tapping them right after. Like, they're just, like, that's going to have to be something they do on the fly. So if that's not feasible, if that's too challenging and like it's never going to work, then basically you just have an auto, oh, you can't overtake me button. Again, though, the thing is, if you fail and P2 behind you hits it, then they overtake you, because like right now it's set to 1 second net difference, right? Fail versus success is 1 second, and that's absolutely enough to get into tandem, if not full overtake, depending on the gap, right? So this sounds like a good idea. I don't know, like, because what P2 needs to do to overtake, in theory, is if P1 goes for it, what P2 needs to do is 1, predict that they're going to go for it, 2, hit the skip, 3, hit the boat tap. That's a lot of things. But the thing is, like, if P1 doesn't go for the shortcut, P2 does, they can still use the blocking route, right, to get into tandem. So really, no matter what, they have an option to get into tandem by going this way. So like, all I have to do is hit it, and you know, if P1 goes for it as well, they have to get the boat tap. That's true. Yeah, the fact you can cover both options by hitting it, like, it makes the skip more impactful, not just for race pace, but also just for overtaking, which is, I think, pretty neat. That's a pretty neat thing. That like skip route is actually just like, if let's imagine a scenario where you have normal route, and let's just say this is like an equally normal route, right? Just for example, you can only overtake someone if you both go the same route. So either A or B, right? If you both go A, then you can overtake. If you both go B, you can overtake, right? In that case, it's like, if you go A and they go B, you can't overtake, right? Or vice versa. If you go B, they go A, you can't overtake, right? Let's imagine that situation. Then they're equal, right? And like, yeah, by them being equal is like, one route is not better than the other, right? But then temple skip comes along, and now we have a different route A where it's harder and there's a lot more to it, with like, you can fail and lose half second or 0.7 or whatever it ends up being, and then, but not only that, it saves you time a bit by like 0.5 or 0.25 or 0.3 or however much I set it to, and also it is stronger in the sense that you can overtake regardless of which way P1 goes, but it's just riskier, right? I think that's a neat idea. I think that's actually really cool. Okay. So then, and also you can make an argument that a difficult to achieve overtake is good, because it also helps prevent niching, right? Like, if, like, 2-8G DRS, for example, is like, or just DRS in general, is like a very easy way to overtake. Like, again, we're going back to the whole success rate of like overtaking mechanic usage, right? Like I don't know how you fail to use a DRS. Like, you just drive in a straight line, right? It's, I forget what I called it, but like, yeah, success rate, whatever. Comparing like that to like a boat tap, you have like a lower odds of success of a boat tap, but I think it's still pretty good. Which means that, like, you know, if you have a higher odd like entry boundary or whatever, like, then you have a better chance of like niching is just stronger. Like, if you can get in tandem 100% of the time with an overtaking mechanic, like they can just like that buffs niching, compared to like if you only hit 50% of the time, then niching is going to be like much less impact, because like if you over the course of 5 laps keep like, okay, let's say like one quote unquote niche cycle is like, okay, you start off in tandem, at some point you break tandem and you're behind the guy, and then you get to the overtaking mechanic, and then you use the overtaking mechanic and get back into tandem, and then you start a lap again. You know, that's one cycle, right? You start off in tandem, you end in tandem. It's just that you broke tandem during, you know, whatever. Let's say that's one niche cycle. That means that like for you to stay in tandem across 5 laps, you have to flip 5 coins. If you have a 50% chance of getting back into tandem with the overtake mechanic, then you have to flip 5 coins for you to stay in tandem after 5 laps. So having a lower success rate at the overtake mechanic means you have to be like way more lucky if you want to look at it like a luck percentages way of thinking about it to leech off someone. I like that. We're not doing. I don't know if we're gonna do like a half, like 50% success rate thing, but like, yeah. Anyways, so how well you're gonna be able to overtake on this track will depend on, assuming I remove like the spell tap or whatever and do everything I've been saying. It will depend on how well you can hit this and how well other people can hit this. If no one ever goes for this, then functionally this is not here, and it just becomes a normal ass boat tap, and then it's sadness. But I don't know. That also means that someone who just like, if you have P1 and P2, P1 is Mafioso, and he like keeps hitting it, like he's really good at hitting it, and P2 is like fucking, I don't know, Flip Dash, who never goes for it. Then that means that Flip Dash can never overtake Mafiosa. Right? I think that's what that means, because Flip Dash does not have access to the tool he needs to overtake. So that means you have to be good at the skip to overtake. In that situation. My laundry's done. When's my alarm going off? 20 minutes. That's fine. Whatever. In that case, that would be a little bit sad, but like, I mean, you're just not getting enough of the track. I would say you're just not getting enough of the track. Like, you need this. You need to be good at the skip to overtake, and like, not just be fast at the track, but also to overtake, right? So it is like we're giving the skip another role. Right now, its role is kind of just like go faster, like hit a bunch and gain a lot of time from it because you hit it a bunch. But now it's going to be hit a bunch and go faster. Although, if I lower the time save from 0.5 to like 0.3, and then it's going to be a little bit less. Like that's going to be less of an impactful deal. But also another reason why you want to hit it is because of overtaking. You need to be able to hit it in case other people hit it to overtake. That's an interesting idea for sure. That's a very interesting idea. Why couldn't I have thought about this? What the fuck, man? Okay. Okay. I've convinced myself. I think we're doing this. Which sucks, because this is going to take forever. This is going to take forever. Okay. So we do outside wall tap, check how much slower it is. Yeah. Okay. So I can teach you Dead Fish Lab, and then yeah, this is like, okay. How does that relate to this? Well, now I'm in this mindset. I can come back to this at some other point. What the I hate that. That's so annoying. Uh, 3.6 update. Removing this block only makes it slower by about 0.5 seconds. 0.06 actually, right? From my testing, 0.06, 0.07. Okay. Wow, like we're almost at 2 ticks. Oh my god. That's good to know, because I imagine that outside wall tap is gonna make this a lot slower. But let's test it. Yeah. Would it ever be worth it for P1 to go this way instead of taking the shortcut? Because I think whether or not it's ever worth it to go this way will depend on how your success rate is at the skip. Because if you're P2 and you're trying to get back into tandem P1, then if you can never hit the skip, then you should never go for it, because like you're never going to get in a position where you can overtake, because you can't make it past this or whatever. You can't boat tap, right? Or you can't get over here and use blocking route, right? Because you keep failing. So similarly, if you're P1, if you can never get past here, then you're always just going to lose time by falling in here, and then P2 doesn't even have to do anything. They can just wait for you to mess up, because you know, you take this way and you mess up, and then, you know, there's three outcomes basically, right? So like if you're P1 and you go this way and you fall, like there's three options. One, P2 follows you into temple skip and hits it and just gets a whole 1 second delta on you and overtakes. Two, they fall in with you. Three, they stay out and drive fine. And we're going to ignore 4 where they mess up here, because I'd like to imagine this is not difficult enough to make mess ups happen that frequently such that it's significant. So 3 main options. Of those 3, there's only one where you go neutral. There's none where you like win. There's none where like you extend your gap or whatever. Okay, well, I guess you can say neutral is a win, because like in this case you just don't want to let them get back into tandem. So if you both fail, then like that's good, I guess. But the thing is, you have a better outcome if you go this way, because if you never make it, then like if you go this way and P2 goes this way, if P2 fails, you actually just get a gap to them, because they lose more time than you do, right? But then there's the other 2 outcomes where P2 hits it and can block you, or P2 stays out and can boat tap you, right? So your options, of the 3 options you have, like the 3 outcomes, like if you have a 0% success rate, you have 1 neutral and 2 losing. You go here, you have 1 winning, where they just lose time to you. 1 and I guess 2 neutral, or 2 losing, where like you, where either P2 hits it and use blocking route, or hits the boat tap and gets in tandem with you. In which case, yeah. So in that case, if you have a 0% success rate, it's like pretty much like, yeah, you want to stay out, right? Which like, that makes sense, right? But like, it makes sense like intuitively, but like, I don't know if I have I think I have to still break it down in terms of like overtaking mechanics and stuff. So that's cool, I guess. Otherwise, for P2, well, I guess, yeah, P2, it's like if you can't do it, then you're just powerless, right? If P1 is, well, no, if you're P2, yeah, you want, and you have 0% success rate, you want to stay out always, because then if P1 goes for it and they fail, you can then easily get in tandem, right? Or if P1 goes this way, you can still boat tap them, right? But it's just if you're P2 and P1 goes for this and hits it, like you're just fucked. And like, I'm thinking that it might be okay for that to be the case, and that your ability to overcome this track also depends not just on how good you are hitting boat taps, but also how good you are at hitting temple skip, which is a very different, like, with shortcuts in general, it's always just been about how much time can you save. Like that's like, it's a very like the traditional way of thinking about shortcuts, right? Is how much time can you save. But now we're thinking of, like, we've had an increase in people thinking about shortcuts, or like different things shortcuts can do. Well, if you had a shortcut that gave you a Boingburg activator, I saw someone say that. Well, if you have a shortcut where something happens, right? In this case, what if you have a shortcut that is a blocking route? Like, that's how it is set up right now. This can be what if you had a shortcut that impacted your ability to overtake? Your overtaking options, which is very different. That's so different. And of course, it also can be used for race pace, right? Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think that's really interesting. Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to Move 10 up. Actually, do we want to do this here or do it at the stab? I don't know. It's a lot more cooked over here. I don't trust that any of this matches. Yeah, let's do that new one. I have to make a new GX. I don't remember where I copied it from. LaserTest0922, sure, whatever. Let's see here. Dead fish lab pantry. Oh. What is that? Oh. Jesus, more. Laser. Oh. Hey. Nice. Skiing? Skip. I see, that's how I got that. Lunch is launcher. That's why I named it lunch. Okay. You can use this one, yeah? Yeah, you eventually hit the checkpoint, yeah. You should eventually hit it here as well, I believe. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's just... It should be the same exact regions as like what I used to use, so I can just move 10 up. But we want the wall to be right here. I'm actually do orange. I'm redefining temple skip again, dude. I'm making a whole new fucking version of temple skip again, dude. Holy shit. At least, I guess, you'd probably want to be able to negative wall prior through here. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to have to, okay. We can test this as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot slower. That's like 0.3 or something, probably at least, or like 0.4. Yeesh. Okay, well that's cool. 12.077, compare that to this. Success. Eh? 6.1 might be fucked. Yeah, no, that's, yeah. How's dodging it go? Because you need to set up the corner afterwards, so you need a negative wall prior after this. Like that. That's rough. God damn. What's my, like... Okay, so this is 2 ticks slower than my average. From... fucking 4 months ago? There's no way. Oh my god. I try to make it ambiguous, like, I try to make it look ambiguous in which way it's gonna go. You should probably give yourself more time if, yeah, you went over here, like, now. Yeah, negative wall prior to that, for sure. Yeah, no, that's pretty rough. But at least like you're in a position where you can react. Although you might kill the people behind you. Yeah. That's like way faster than my fastest checkpoint 1. But yeah, the checkpoints might just be fucked. I need to actually make it through, dude. Alright, let's lock in. Nope. Da 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 da. That's not even close. No. Wow, that was like not it. What the heck? You have to like wait. Okay, huh. I might need to move the wall back a bit. Interesting. Maybe. Yeah, no, I definitely do. Yeah. I'm gonna go like this for sure. Maybe like that. Oh. Okay, yeah, let me write down what I've done so far. Go here. Looking into temple skip. Started looking into anti-phase through bump routes for TS success. Temple skip. Thought of adjusting temple skip to reward players for, or to increase significance of TS success routes in regards to overtaking options. Counterplay. Is it counter? Like, is this? It's a counter. Yeah, no, it's counterplay. For sure. Yeah. Temple skip. Started just looking into. Alright, closing the window. Also, yeah, I can probably replace this. Like, I don't even have to, like, just keep the wall tap. At this point, I can just, like, all the lines are pretty much the same except for this route. So all I'd have to do is, like, make sure this route remains slower to a, like, fine extent, and I can just do whatever I want for, like, this section. I can, like, make them cut across here and do, like, a chicane before entering here. Like, that's something I could do, right, to, like, make it harder. Make the route harder, or that harder. Because right now it's pretty easy, right? Just wall tap and then, yeah. That's an idea. Bro, I'm gonna remake a fucking third version of this track. Oh my fucking god, man, dude. This is significant. These are significant adjustments. This is not gonna be the same track at all. Or, well, okay, well, in some senses, yes, it will. That feels so much more natural. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna not finish Oh, well, fuck. Yeah, let me close that gate. I can compare by checkpoint 3 though. Checkpoint 3 should be pretty similar. 23496. That's not bad. That's like average. Wait, what? Look at that shit. Hello? 23496 is what I got. That's like faster than average. Hello? Hello? That's not good. I was expecting it to be at least a little bit slower. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, no, that's so much easier, dude. That's actually so much easier. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so sadness, man. I try dodging it. I can actually remove the wall parity aspect if I add a block. Can't I? I could. I could. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. I like that. So what I'm thinking of is I can do something like this. Where now, the only way you hit the wall is if you step up. Which is not wall parity based. But yeah, you can still drive under it, right? So you can actually not even have to deal with wall parity. That's interesting. That would make it much closer. Because right now you have to like run the risk of getting wall parity. If you want to go normal route, you have to run the risk of getting wall parity. So you have to like do a weird line, which is weird. But this allows you to get a lot closer and not have to worry about wall parity. Huh, okay, alright, okay. Shut up. Okay, fine, I'll go grab my laundry, be right back. I don't know about this, man. Not about like this, but results, whatever. This is so much easier. I don't know. I don't know how I can adjust this to make it harder while like not affecting time save that much and allowing a boat tap cell, and it's too many things, man. And also, by the way, we can do like orange thing glass like here. Something like this. So that like you definitely hit it, right? You can't wall fire around it. While still like not fucking up your POV. Can also maybe make this like blue ice or something. Cause yeah, actually you probably wouldn't want to. Yeah, we could. Ice, blue ice. How does this feel to drive? You can also have them like drive up higher and then like jump over. Oh wow. Yeah, now you have to go up there. There's no wall pile on this. Holy crap. Like, we could have them, like, go up a couple more blocks so that, like, you know, they jump over the whole road. But then that takes longer for them to do. Oh, I guess, like, it doesn't have to be super unreactive. Like, you can... Yeah, no, that should be doable. That should totally be doable. Let's do it. Then we can give them... We can put chicane, we can put stuff in the air. Actually, holy shit. Alright, mad scientist mode. It's time to be an asshole. Let's go. Alright. Let me go like... I was thinking like not this much, but like that's okay. Oh wait, now there's wall prio. Wait, fuck. Okay, it's fine. Let me just take a look at this first. Oh yeah, we can like add some like air apexes for sure. Like something to dodge in the air. Some shit to dodge in the air, yeah. Okay, that's for this. We can just do like well, first off, you should probably do like this. Well, we're just drafting for now. It's fine. Do like this. Really less than hand there. See mask. That should be good, I think, probably. Also do this, can't we? Right? Probably. Or I guess we can do the inverse. I can't believe I'm doing another fucking temple skip for like, dude, God, come on, man. Like, can I stop these? Can I not? How about I don't? How about I don't, man? I guess who's labbing temple skip again? Dude. It looks sick. That looks sick, right? That's also 0.1 faster than my fastest. 0.1. That's okay. There's a fucking problem here. I don't know. I can't make the road packed ice and slow them down now. Oh, 7. If I add 8 passes in the air though, and then if they hit them, then what happens? Like I have to consider bump control like that. Yeesh. That's annoying. Make the apexes water and fling them up into a reset region. Honestly, maybe. Oh, no. Because, no, they won't stay in the water long enough. Womp womp. This is cool though. Like, in theory, it should help with normal route. Yeah, you can get like way closer. It actually doesn't even affect you at all, does it? It really doesn't. Holy shit, let's go. Although there's a little bit of luck involved in like if you get the step up or not. You can just mitigate that by just driving more to the right. Like what? Like what? Can't believe we're back to outside wall tap, dude. Like that's, I don't know, man. Also, yeah, I mean like, people are not used to traveling vertically while driving. So I'm actually like, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, I got the step up there. But didn't, yeah, okay. Well, because I was turning left, right? Okay. But that's still a lot closer than you would have gotten if there was wall brio, right? Yeah, that's what I was scared about. That's what I was scared about. Okay, so it had to be longer. All we have to do is make sure, like, ideally we don't have any bumping anywhere. But I think that the further left we get, the less the bumping risk matters. So we can go one level lower and then, yeah, I guess. We can also make them do a drop right here, although that's not great. All right. Sure, and then like this. Let's do this, why not? I'm strafing right. No. Well, we can get a free one if we... Yeah. Let's, do this. Yeah. How fast are you going here? $65. 65 divided by root 2, right? 45 divided by 20 is 2.23 or 2.3. Right? Because like 65 squared times 2 or something. Square root of that. Yeah, I think, yeah. So if you're going 65 on a 45 degree angle, that means that you're going 46 in both this direction and this direction. And then square root of 46 squared plus 46 squared is about, yeah, 65. So, okay. We can even be generous and say 50 meters per second because you're driving slightly this way. Like, that's being super, super generous. 50 meters per second divided by 20 ticks means that you travel 2.5 blocks per tick. This is 3 blocks long. You should never collide with this, in theory, if my understanding of how this works is correct. Yeah, okay. PwC is coming up. Okay. Well, I need to make this more difficult somehow. That's still pretty good, honestly. Do have to keep in mind that the player hitbox extends below the boat, so then that means that, yeah, okay. And also interpolation is a factor I haven't considered. Maybe it might just be better to like also drop this down by a block or so. That might help. You can go like this or something. Right, there's always gonna be some crossover point. We can just go like here, I guess. We can also like move this back a bit, huh? We can just go like here, I guess then, yeah. I gotta start back. Fuck, I don't know. I hope this is right. Oh, I have no idea where I am. Okay, like, sure, like there or something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I guess no, you actually want the water too, huh? Let's go down. Move. Like that. So then you can drop down when you go over here, and then you can have one more block of height difference. Although, yeah, actually I don't even know if that's gonna be good enough. You get a little bit of height difference, I guess. Yeah, let me see. Let me see real quick. Not actually at all. Okay, that's just, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay. Alright. I tried it. I killed this too, didn't I? Womp womp. Okay, well. What was I trying to fix? Oh, right, that. Like, how does it look? That's fucking insane, excuse me. This shit's so cringe. How do I do that? Like... Right, it's sort of the shit. Oh my god, yeah, no. I do need to do this. We have air stepping, it's fine. I was concerned about the 2 block gaps, but yeah, no, like, I think it's air stepping. Oh yeah, okay. I can delete that, or I can rewatch it real quick, I guess. Okay, that's just, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Insane. Yeah, okay. This should be okay then. Probably. Probably. I hope. That's so much easier. It's so sad. It's so sadness, man. well, he says as he fails it like 3 times, like, bro. Alright, I should probably stop here. Thanks for watching. This is a good start. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Now, I didn't want to have to do something like this, but, like, I guess this is how it goes. Like, alright. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.